Way to find out. Game number 2, Scarlett leads up the series 1-0. And speaking of which, we're going to be spawning up here in the top left-hand corner of the map, on top of the pink Zerg player from Team On Fire, and leading up the series 1-0, it is Scarlett.
Yes, and we do see both of them actually going for what looks like a 14-14, or no, just NoRegreT's going for that extractor trick.
Double extractor trick. He loves that.
And Scarlett also going for the extractor trick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Single extractor trick.
Single extractor trick. Scarlett actually getting the Overlord, whereas NoRegreT's Overlord is quite a bit later.
Yeah. You know, I used to hear a lot of different theories about the extractor tricks. The one that made the most sense to me, I can't remember where I heard it from, but it was always just this idea that if you go for the extractor trick, you're going to have out that extra drone earlier on, which may not, you know, you end up sacrificing a couple of minerals on the extractor and everything, but if you're up against a big Ling all-in or there's a big flood or attack from your opponent, you're going to have that one extra drone, which helps with the defense a little bit more.
Yeah, you actually, drones have not bad DPS when dealing with Zerglings. I would say it comes down to about 1 drone is equal to 2 Zerglings as far as fighting potential. We do
4
see
times the cost, unfortunately.
Yes, yeah. Not exactly cost efficient, but it does allow you to get a slightly stronger defense. Now, NoRegreT is going for a Speedling opening into Hatchery, whereas Scarlett did go for that hatch first, followed by the pool and now gas.
Yeah, much later gas for Scarlett. As you can see, by the time NoRegreT is up to 100 gas for that Zergling speed, I assume that's what he has planned with it.
Oh,
Scarlett
absolutely, just waiting for that.
Getting started. Yeah.
100.
You know, I'm always a little bit cautious because, especially someone like NoRegreT, he's the one that I expect to be like, I'm gonna do the slow Ling all in. There's gonna be Banelings there, just slow Zerglings and Banelings. I've actually seen that from him specifically.
Yeah, you can't really do it in this expansion as much, but 10 pool Baneling, 9 pool Baneling was very common in Heart of the Swarm. Someone who really liked to do that was Kane.
Oh yes.
I remember Snoot tried to do it in a tournament at one point. Yeah. But we do see the Lings from NoRegreT poking into the natural of Scarlett. Going to see that there is already Lings from Scarlett, and I think he got vision that there was a spine on the way.
Well, the Zerglings are definitely going to be swinging on around and getting vision.
No,
wow. Not going to be getting vision again unless the Zerglings poke on. Nope, still not doing it. And NoRegreT, if he tries to get overly aggressive over here, he's going to be walking into a bit more of a defense than maybe he expects. Oh, did the spine call get canceled?
It looks like it did. Recognizing that the attack may not be coming out as quickly as it could have, and she's actually going to cancel that. Nice decision from Scarlett. And NoRegreT is actually, in fact, droning, and so Scarlett is just ahead 3 workers. Now it looks like he is starting to ramp up that aggression. Going to be, I see his army supply going up. Yes, that's a lot of Zerglings on the way, and Baneling Nest is nearly complete. Hiding those Zerglings for now, but I think Scarlett might have an inkling. Her Baneling Nest, though, is very late. It's actually very late.
It is definitely very late, as the Baneling Nest for NoRegreT has already been finished up for a little bit. The thing is, NoRegreT may not be taking advantage of this kind of window of opportunity because he's pulling up these Zerglings and only just now going to be moving across the map, and Scarlett sees it. Baneling Nest is going to be finishing up pretty soon, but is it going to be in time?
I don't think so. It's going to be really close. She needs to buy a bit of time to be able to morph Banelings, but NoRegreT's going to be morphing quite a few Banelings, as many as 6 in her face.
Here we go, though. Zerglings coming in. They're surrounding the Queens. Actually, this is not a great position for Scarlett. She's having to pull some of those drones, so maybe we're seeing some of that math you were talking about. Gonna force NoRegreT back, but Scarlett still has an 11 drone lead, and she's bought herself time to start morphing in those Banelings.
Yeah, NoRegreT kind of jumping the gun a little bit. Goes in, fights 4 Queens and a lot of Zerglings. If he'd waited for Banelings, maybe he is able to do a little bit more damage, but Scarlett's able to hold, and she holds in time for Banelings, and I think she's in a really great position right now.
Yeah, with a 10 drone lead. Now, of course, Scarlett is making a lot more units right now, whereas NoRegreT is already joined to that droning. Makes a round of 5 drones, sneaking in 2 more here and there as he makes another Baneling, just for the defensive measure, and also taking that gold expansion.
Yeah, that's where he's actually going to be able to catch up. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I don't actually know what just happened there. I think Scarlett lost a lot of Zerglings to some Banelings.
Well, we are going to be
Scarlett lost a ton of Zerglings.
Ooh.
Oh, but these Banelings...
Zergling's going to have a hard time moving up the ramp, but these Queens actually a little bit vulnerable. NoRegreT not going to quite secure the kill on them as those Banelings are there to back him up, but still nice little bits of harassment, just trying to make use of these Zerglings that he has laying around.
Yeah, and NoRegreT is going to be able to transfer the drones from his main to his third base and get some more efficient mining there. He is actually building 5 roaches, though, so it looks like, remember what we were saying before about how there's always a transition to another all-in? Well, this is the transition to most likely another all-in. Is actually droning behind it, though. That doesn't sound like you, NoRegreT.
Yeah.
Even getting a layer, okay. So he's actually just getting those 5 roaches for safety.
This is
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Loses all those Zerglings on the left side. Right side, though, the Zerglings are going to run into the main.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Queen gets into a good position. We're going to see NoRegreT starting to target down some drones. 2 going down, even 3.
Yeah.
And the Queen.
I mean, definitely not too bad on the damage done over there. And, of course, pulling Scarlett all the way back into her main base means that she is not doing damage to this third expansion, which is going to have time to get out a couple of those roaches, get them out into a high enough number that NoRegreT can feel a little bit safer.
Oh, almost takes another massive Baneling hit on her Zerglings, but is paying attention this time. Sneaky of NoRegreT to have those Banes in an unexpected position. Oh, wow, so close.
Oh, yeah, really butting the nail over there. And a couple, just bailing on Zergling Micro. But, of course, this is where NoRegreT is going to feel a little bit comfortable. But he also has those roaches to back it up in case things don't go quite as planned.
And we actually, look at this. NoRegreT has the worker lead right now. How often do you see that in a game of StarCraft?
It's not super often, but it's not just that even. It's the fact that he also has roach production kicked off so much earlier than Scarlett, has a faster third, and a better economy, and it's going to be hard for Scarlett to actually catch up on that roach count.
Yeah, and look at that advantage with layer tech. Does Scarlett even have layer on the way?
No, I don't believe so.
This is actually a significant advantage. Roach speed makes such a big difference when you're fighting roaches. And you might think to yourself, well, that's only the case if you attack into roach speed and they attack you. But you can actually get a much quicker concave. Oh, we actually see an attack at the third of NoRegreT. Not in position at all. Already losing 2 drones, I believe. Ooh, yeah. Baneling comes in to save it, losing 3 drones, but does get pushed back.
So important that NoRegreT is able to continue the push in with these roaches and not actually allow Scarlett to buy any more time. Those Zerglings are going back in, trying to get some more damage done.
Queens.
But this queen count is absolutely absurd, and we end up seeing the transfuses being used, keeping those roaches alive, and Scarlett is starting to get out more and more units. But is there just a little bit too much for NoRegreT?
I don't know. I've never seen this many queens fighting a line of roaches and just holding their own like that. And Scarlett actually pushes it back and takes a huge army supply lead.
At the exact right moment, too. She's just barely started to run out of those transfuses. And now, I mean, roach speed can be very, very important as it's about to kick in and allow NoRegreT to get that next retreat path out. But some of these organs for Scarlett trying to contest this.
You know what? Scarlett had +1 Carapace, and that actually, I feel, helped the queens out a lot with their survivability.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it even easier to transfuse as well if your damage taken on those queens is slowing down a little bit.
Oh, wow. 7 kills, 5 kills, 2 kills on that queen. These queens are veterans. Absolutely tearing NoRegreT apart. We do see a counterattack at the third base, killing off a couple drones and forcing the mining away, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Well, I mean, any kind of damage done right now, I mean, the queens are totally out of position to deal with this, so what are they going to do about it? It's mostly just the roaches. Some more Zerglings are going to make their way into the main base, and there's really not a whole lot over here to defend this singular queen, as well as these drones.
Yeah, but that queen does have that Carapace I was talking about, and it's going to be able to really reduce the DPS on that Ling. And yeah, keeps her alive. 4 kills on that queen. If you want to be a queen in Scarlett's army, you better be a combat medic, because you are going to be fighting a lot.
That is effectively what they're doing. But now these queens finally making their slow retreat back onto creep and saying, you know, maybe we should get onto a place where we feel a little bit more comfortable. We're kind of out of our element right now.
Yeah, some nice scouting from those queens, but
who needs overlords?
Not exactly what you
creep tumors? Oh no, I'll just have a queen per creep or for each one of those visions.
Yeah, we do see NoRegreT casting some corrosive biles on that overlord. The magic number is of course 4. Is going to finish that overlord off.
Yeah, but we end up seeing the big push out from NoRegreT. He's still sitting up at a pretty scary amount of army supply, but queens have had some time. They have more transfuses. There's roaches and ravagers coming out for Scarlett as well.
Oh, these ravagers finishing up just in time. But she is going to lose 1 right off the bat. Those queens kind of segmented on the right side.
Yeah, and she's getting some good transfuses down, but I would actually say still she has a kind of nice, she had a nice concave before the roaches for NoRegreT started winning out on the top side in this engagement, and I'm starting to see that we end up, I think, Scarlett is starting to get pushed back quite a bit.
Yeah, she is. That lack of roach speed makes the concaves that much more effective for NoRegreT. Almost all the queens on the right side go down, just 2 left. Meanwhile, this fight is very even, but we do see the Carapace upgrade. Oh, nice target firing down those Ravagers.
But at the same time, at the bottom right-hand side of the map, the third expansion for NoRegreT has also been ravaged. 9 workers have been killed so far, and that means that Scarlett has taken a massive worker lead. She's almost doubling the worker supply of NoRegreT.
Yeah, and it looks like Scarlett just needs to hold on for a little bit longer, targeting down a Ravager Cocoon, but that's just not enough. NoRegreT really needs to push in right here. He's dealing with 1-1 roaches at this point, and he has no upgrades and a terrible economy. I
mean, this is going to be a hard engagement regardless, but this is the best chance he's going to get. He's trying to move in over here to this gold expansion, trying to get some damage done, but no. GG gets called. Scarlett taking the 2-0 victory.
And we see that she is, in fact, on fire, taking down that match and knocking out NoRegreT.
Wow, and Scarlett saying, you know, Jake, you may have gotten that singular game off of me in the group stages, you might say, the seeding matches, but in the end, I'm still going to win best of 3s over you.
Yes, and in the end, it didn't even matter.
In the end, it didn't even matter, but big congratulations goes to Scarlett. She will be in the losers bracket match, playing versus the winner of, I believe it was Semper versus Puck.
Yeah, that's going to be a match coming up. I believe our last match of the day. I'm really looking forward to that.
I am definitely looking forward to that. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be hopping to a bit of a break as we get that match ready for you guys. You guys are watching Kings of the North. Please do not go anywhere for our final match of the day.